What is goody, everybody? It's Full-Time Trip. We're back in the building for a new video, and this video is a little bit different, man. We talking about FIFA this time around. Now, I know I wanted to include some FIFA content on the channel, you know what I'm saying, in between all the soccer content that's going to be coming through. You're going to get a sprinkling, a little doses of football content. Got some cool things planned. Want to get your feedback as well, some things you might want to see from me. But yeah, man, we got to talk about Pro Clubs, one of my favorite modes on FIFA, possibly my favorite. Had a new deep dive trailer for FIFA 23, just looking at some of the new inclusions that have been made to the mode for this year, and I just wanted to run through them. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Do not miss any videos, man, for this FIFA content. It's gonna be fire. I'm gonna make it hilarious. It's gonna be dope. We're gonna get into it, but let's look at some of these changes. First and foremost, the big change, of course, was they're basically combining the progression of Volta and Pro Clubs into, one basically big ecosystem for each 6-week season that they have during FIFA 23. So all the progress you make in the Volta is going to be transferable across to Pro Clubs. Any points you earn and any XP you earn in any mode across the two will be used for any unlocks, all the progression stuff. They're going to be combined. So I think that's a pretty smart change. There's no need to really I guess keep those two communities separate. I think it works better as they're combined. The next big one was 4-minute drop-ins, more kits and more stadiums, just kind of changing that drop-in experience. I think that's a really, really, really good idea because, Pro Clubs, it's drop-in games are too long. They're too long, man. I just want to people don't want to be committed to that type of length of time when they have their whole friends about them. When you're playing Pro Clubs, the main crux is you want to play with your friends. You want to be in the squad with your teammates, with people and getting it in. You don't want to be stuck in the lobby with randoms for so long. So bringing that down to 4 minutes and being able to again invite 4 of your friends in those drop-in matches if you're not in the club, I think again that's a really good setup, and I think they've gotten much closer to what I want to see from drop-ins in terms of FIFA. So that is a world-class inclusion. I'm glad they made that change. They also talked a little bit about the leveling. So if you were in FIFA last year, if you weren't grinding Pro Clubs down to the bone, like that's all you did, you didn't shower, you ain't sleep, you ain't tell your family you love them, all you did was play Pro Clubs, you could level up, you got to max level, you did your thing, but the leveling was so grindy. I feel like it was such a large overcorrection from the previous year that I feel like they needed to balance it back a little bit. So they added a lot more levels, but then they shortened the XP difference needed to get to each level. So we're going to see more frequent level ups, more frequent skill point inclusions, which I think is a really good thing. I don't want to waste my life because I'm already trying to play career mode. I'm already trying to play some of Pro Clubs. I'm already trying to play some of Ultimate Team. Spending so much time on that just to get level ups, I feel like is a bit too much of a commitment. Again, for this game mode, where people just kind of want to get in every time, a few times a week, and then play. So I think this is a very welcome change. Hopefully, the progression to max level isn't that high. Looking a bit further to the inclusion of some new perks. We had the Interceptor and Chase Down defensive perks. Interceptor, of course, makes you a lot better interceptions and cutout passes. Chase Down perk, while you're running back to goal in like any defensive action, you become faster. So that I guess that chase down element, I think that's really good. For me, like for the past 2 years, I've been a little bit more on the defensive side, shoring things up in the midfield, keep my team secure and whatnot. So I think that's actually a pretty dope perk. For chance creation, there was a light passes perk that basically influences teammate ability to control and bring down passes. So if you're throwing driven passes up and you're shooting them all across the pitch, they're gonna be a lot easier to control for your teammates, and that allows them to get a better touchdown in the box or better touchdown in transition and get better and get close to a goal. So I think that's an interesting perk. And of course, there was a poacher perk that was an attacking one. As soon as you get inside the box, it's a stat boost for all your shooting categories and general scoring categories, heading, shooting, volleys, whatnot. So I mean that's pretty bog standard. I feel like that's gonna be a little bit abused in time, but we'll see about that. And the last inclusion that we saw from the trailer was skill games. Well, while you wait, skill games going to be within the club, so they're going to have a weekly XP gain. So yeah, you can actually gain some XP while playing those, and they will have an in-club leaderboard, so you can show who's the best in your club at certain skill games. You can try and beat out your friends. I think that's actually a pretty little fun inclusion. While people are getting on early, while you're the first one in there, and you're kind of like a little bit late, like people like me and such. There's chances for scores to be beaten and a little bit extra fun to be had. So I really do like that. I really do like that inclusion. I think it's a pretty fun one. I am just still like they've done all these pretty nice little positives here, nice pluses in this trailer from what I've seen, but the fact that there's no crossplay is still the biggest knock to, what they were doing. I don't know how. Again, they got it ready for foot, but they couldn't get it ready for pro clubs. It just feels like something's super missing. I feel like pro clubs is always, again, well, it's obvious at this point. It's the last looked at. It's not, the most sought after, even though it's like garnered a huge following, has a lot of community behind it, but it just doesn't get the support as FIFA because it didn't draw in as much money. But of course, but you know, I guess it is what it is. But hopefully we'll get a crossplay in the next FIFA. Hopefully, that's going to be a big switch up because they're no longer under FIFA anymore. So yeah, we'll we'll take a look at it, man. We'll see. But overall, I think these are some really good changes. Hopefully this leveling system is not as grindy. I hope there's at least a good balance there. The perks look good. Yeah, I'm just interested to get back in there. Honestly, I don't know if all my boys gonna be on here, but at least for the drop-ins, man, I gotta make sure my player's all good, so I can't have no doubts against me, man. I can't be missing sitters and whatnot on FIFA. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about all these changes in the comment section below. There's gonna be some more videos on FIFA in the near future. Expect maybe a couple career mode things. I got some special things planned, some interesting things I don't think I've seen yet. And yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. That's all the time I got on this video, but don't trip. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.